Who is still buying in one of the most expensive real estate markets in the nation? Well, investors are, even with rising rates and prices. How do we know this? Well, one way we can tell is last month there were right around 50 closed 2 to 4 unit sales here in San Diego County. Are you wondering why they're doing this? Well, actually, there's a couple of great reasons, and in this video, we're going to be covering them. Plus, we're going to be covering the number one thing we suggest that first-time buyers do who have VA or FHA eligibility. It's about getting your first investment property, so you're going to want to stick around to the end to find out how. How's your 401k treating you these days? A little rough, huh? This is the number one reason why investors are buying real estate over equities. Investors are always looking at the return on their invested capital. Equity markets seemed so safe for so many years. Recently, not so much though. And with real property, owners can actually get in their car and drive to their investment and check on it in person. I'm sure you can agree, most investors lean towards sure things like cash flow. And that's what they're getting with investment properties. Day in and day out, month in and month out, year in and year out. Oh, and when you buy equities, isn't it dollar for dollar, right? But when you buy real estate, you can actually use the principle of leverage, putting a small percentage down, then using financing to control a large asset. And they do this with as little out of pocket as possible. Let me repeat. Borrowed money to control the largest asset that they can buy, as long as that asset cash flows from day one. Yeah, rising interest rates do matter. However, as long as their investment actually cash flows from day one, who cares? They're actually comfortable and they're confident. They're moving forward, buying tangible assets that self-amortize. That means that the property is paying for itself. And the reason that they are actually buying here in San Diego is that they've done their homework. They know that they're buying in a historically highly appreciating marketplace. See, San Diego's market has a proven track record of appreciation. In fact, here's how much the average sales price for 2 to 4 units here in San Diego County has risen year over year for the past 10 years. They've more than doubled in value in that time span. Even when we see declines in other areas, yes, San Diego's market does see dips. Like other asset classes, it has its market cycles, but those dips are relatively low compared to the rises. So property values continue to climb through the years, and guys, so do the rents, meaning that your investment property appreciates in value, your rents go up through the years, and all along, your property pays for itself, regardless of market conditions. Shrewd investors are smiling. They know investment property here in San Diego is one of the best investments that they can make. Now, if you're just starting out, pay attention. Do you have VA eligibility for a home loan? Then listen up. We know that there are quite a few vets here in San Diego that fit the first-time buyer profile with VA eligibility. We want to say thank you for your service. Well, one of the smartest things that you can do is buy a 2 to 4 unit property as an owner-occupant buyer. You live in one of those units, you rent out the others to offset your mortgage payment, and you're able to buy an investment property with zero down payment. Where anyone else who already owns their own home, their primary residence, they're going to need to put down at least 25% to buy that same investment property that you're getting into for zero down payment. We're helping clients with this type of thing all the time. Actually, we recently helped a young vet buy his first triplex in San Diego here doing just this. He moved into the back unit of the property. He rented out the front 2 units to offset his mortgage. Now, the property's in National City, maybe not his most desirable place to start out with his first home, but he didn't really mind because he was able to buy a 3-unit investment property for zero down payment in San Diego County. And if you have VA eligibility, you're able to do the same. So what's the solution if you don't have VA eligibility but are still looking to buy your first place? How about using FHA financing to do the same thing? The only difference is you're going to actually need to put down 3.5%. Oh, and that down payment can be gifted to you from a family member. Everybody loves the good old bank of mom and dad, right? Either way, you're able to buy an investment property as your first place with very little down payment. If you have been searching for a way to get your foot in the door, literally, for investing or home ownership here in San Diego, here is a solid way to do both. But I gotta ask you, what are you waiting for? You can see for yourself that prices continue to go up, and that's affecting your affordability factor. Want to know more about investing in 2 to 4 units here in San Diego? We made it easy for you. Just go ahead and scan the QR code now to get started. We'll teach you more about the buying process, and we'll set you up with a game plan to invest in your future. We're all about helping you create family wealth for yourself in a way that your 9-to-5 job just can't do. Hey, thanks for watching. We cannot wait to talk with you. We want to find out more about your goals and how we can help you achieve them.